This farm is now a Scandinavian farm instead of an American one. So I switched out the farm building to a Scandinavian one and have these small production shacks. But these wonderful looking cows will hopefully grow up and start producing milk. But at the moment, they are just a big sink of money. Apparently, I have sunflowers ready to harvest. I didn't know that. I wasn't planning on that. So these are ready next month. And those are ready now. So let me just start working on that. And while I'm doing that, let me get rid of this. Let's do this one. There are a lot of changes that happened in the farm since last time I streamed. I didn't really record all of them. I didn't think I'll make a lot of changes, but apparently I did. So can I get this one to work? I don't know actually. Do you work? I don't know if I connect this corn header, if I will be able to get the harvester out or not. And I'm not sure if it's gonna connect or not, so. See? Yes, it's connecting. Yes, and I can get it out, so that's good. What I'm going to do here is just let Horseplay do this. And hopefully it does a good job. So let me find Horseplay, create a job, field 13. Field position is this one. Generate. Let's go up, down, automatic, smooth. Yeah, I think everything looks. These are 1 or 2. I think I will go with 1 on this one, or maybe 2 actually. Let's do 2 headlands and let's generate. Okay, I think that looks good. Number of 2, 1. Okay, good. First start. So hopefully this does a good job. This is my first time waiting for rain to finish. That's actually a smart idea. I didn't realize that it was raining, or I didn't see that into consideration. Take that into consideration. So what I did there, this map is now Scandinavian farm. Sorry, I meant this farm. This farm is now Scandinavian farm instead of an American one. So I switched out the farm building to a Scandinavian one and have these small production shacks. So if you remember when we stole, in quotes, the oats and the canola from the fields far out there, what I did with those is I bought these sheep production chains and I'm making those into oat milk and into canola oil. So I have these 2 production chains going here. The other thing I did is I got rid of that horrendous American style silo loading, like uploading system. I don't mind it. It's just there isn't enough space in this area to use the system. So what I did, I switched it with this silo here. So now I can hop in there and load. Still, this is an issue when it comes to unloading. So I have to drive here to unload. So I will see if this works. If it doesn't work, maybe I can move it up. So this is around here, so I can like just drive through it. But still I didn't use it. This is the first time I'm probably gonna have something being harvested. So that's something to do. The other thing I have is I have a silo fill of maize being or silaged, so I have a bunker filled with that. Hopefully that will give us either some money or enough food for our cows. I have maize plus an additional, forgot the name, animal something running. So that means the cows are on an eating spree. They eat a lot. And talking about that, they already ate all the food. So I thought I had them with some food in there. I just went to sleep last night, like at 8 hours later. No food remaining here. So no milk. All I'm getting is some slurry. I don't know if I'm getting any manure out of this actually, because everything I'm getting is slurry and I don't like that. Nothing here, so I need to figure out how to get manure to work. They have straw, so they should be doing that. So what I have here, I have a mixer, I think, and some straw thing. Most of the things you see are not things that I... What's this? This is not mine. Okay. Most of the things you see are not things that... Okay, I did something stupid there. So I need to figure out what I did. So most of the things you see here are leased. So I have lease to own mod on. So my plan is to figure out what I want to own, lease them, and then pay them up. That means my daily payments are huge, but hopefully I can stay on top of that. So I have some trailers. I sold the tractor and I bought a couple of cheap tractors instead that I like more. So because when I got that tractor, most of the mods were not running, but now I have them back running. So I grabbed some International, I think, and Massey Ferguson tractors. So to feed the cows, what we need to do is we need to bring them... We need to mix some food, and I'm gonna go with the easy route here. So I have deliveries on, so I can drop things wherever I need them from the store. You need to pay a bit to get it. It's like 2%, but it's worth it. So what I need to get for this is I need to get maize silage and what is the other one? Grass silage. So I need to get these. So let's buy some of these. 8 of these. Okay, so I'm gonna buy 8 of these. And just to keep things simple for now, I'm gonna use superpower to feed the animals so they don't starve, and then I will work on a bale handling solution. 8 of these too. Okay, good. So I'm gonna go 50-50 on these, but I think I can make it even if I don't do 50-50. Grass, maize, okay. So let's see. Realistic mixture, but I don't know why I don't see the one on the side that shows how much I can do. Okay, so I can drop in one of these. So that is grass. And I can do another one, I think. But I don't think it's going to be fully ingested, if that's a word. So, and we will just drop in and start feeding. So that's 12,000 of this. And it's 14,000 if the whole bale gets in, I guess. Like 7,000 and 7,000. 7,000 and 7,000. And that will allow us to... and that will allow us to get these crazy cows a bit happier. And I don't have any crazy cows, I'm joking. The last thing you want is crazy cow disease. That would have been really horrible if we have to deal with that. But these wonderful looking cows will hopefully grow up and start producing milk. But at the moment, they are just a big sink of money. Okay, so now they have 28,000, so hopefully they can eat that. One thing I'm probably gonna look into is some of the war contracts because we need money. Probably get Courseplay to go over the contracts. Just to give us some money while we do things, to pay for the leases and everything. But let me just take a look at the animals. They are not eating, so I don't know why they are not doing that, but let's see if things change. The game is not on stop, so there is nothing stopping them from eating. But I think maybe they eat on the hour. So if one, like now it's 9, so let's see if things change when it's 10 on the clock. So maybe it's just a timing thing. So I'm just gonna take this back and I'm gonna talk about my plans for this area here. So here I have a grass field and I don't know if I'll be able to cut this or harvest this in time before it snows or not. So that's something. Maybe I will have to wait with this one for next year or like after during the spring. So here I have a grass field and I'm thinking about making a I can show you on the map silos and these small ones. Okay. I just installed a sorting mod and it messes up everything. So I'm thinking about having one bunker, one small bunker like this, and maybe 2 big ones side by side here. And the reason for that, or maybe have them this way. No, I might have them this way to make it easy to load. So we cut these fields, and then we drive up here. And the reason for that is I have the grass here and I have the corn there and I have some corn there. So I'm thinking about using that bunker over there for that field, using a big bunker for that cornfield here, and using a small one for the grass here. Or maybe another big one for the grass. So that's my thinking, just so we have enough silage for the animals and maybe make some money out of it. So that is... I need to drop this. Sorry, just a second. Please don't fall in the river. So I will go to the cornfield and show you what I did there before we jump out into the dusty area. So that is done. Yeah, we'll have to take care of these bales. So as I said, we have this grass field over here, so that's something that we have to deal with. And then we have this cornfield, and what I did here is I cut half of it with the harvester, and I just realized that I forgot to save the course for courseplay with courseplay. And let me check. It says harvested, but it doesn't say how much. Okay, so the corn here is still growing. So next month we will harvest the corn. So my thinking is to, like, what I did was half of that went into maize silage, like just I shafted it and put it in a bunker, and the other half will go through the normal harvester, the same way I'm doing the sunflower right now, and that will be silage too. So that will allow me to create some more stuff for the animals, just to experiment a bit with maize plus and do something fun with it. So this, I have wheat on the ground in here, so I harvested the oat. I missed half of it because of the season change during last stream. I think you saw that. So I cleaned this up. I cultivated it, did all of that. And if you see here, everything is like on the, if you look on the right corner, around here, you can see that the pH values and the nitrogen values are like perfect. So what I did there was I used the precision mod to have soil samples and did all of that, so the so we can get those values. And I used the like field whatever, like nitrogen reader, I don't, scanner or something. So the nitrogen was really nice, lime was really good for the pH, and I did that for some of the fields. I don't know if I did it for all of them or like which fields are remaining, but I think I did it for this one. I did it for the old corn one. I cultivated that and adjusted the pH. I think the grass one, the pH is good on that one too. I don't know about the nitrogen. I didn't think I did any nitrogen pass on that one. So let's check that. And I created this area here to store our vehicles. And I had a bale storage over there, although realistically I ruined a lot of bales, but that's not how it works in the game. But I think that would have been a nice mechanic to add. So we have that area there to put our equipment. Still, the problem with that area is I don't have a road connecting it with this area, so that's something that I need to work on. So the problem is this would have been perfect to have something that goes all the way up here, but then we have this electricity pole that goes through there, and that ruins everything when it comes to making a road that goes through this area. So that was not, I was not happy with that, so I might have to maybe shift to this side and create a road like this way and eat up some of the fields. So that might be something that we have to do in the end, just to have access. And this is the problem with this farm. It's everything is too close. There isn't a lot of space for the equipment to move around. Equipment wise, as I said, I bought some tractors, and then I leased most of the other things you have here. I have these bought. I think you saw that, and that's it on the farm. So now let's go to the thing I was thinking about, which is I'm just um, uh, parking these so when I tab, I don't tab into them. I don't even know what they are. Do I have a job running or something? Like, do I have a contract running? Like, why am I tabbing into harvester? That's a bit weird. So tab, tab, tab. Yeah, I think that's good. So, and then I established a small outpost on the desert or on the frontier outside of the map. So this is our frontier work or like starting area. So we have a house here, we have a place to store our equipment, I have a tractor and a shed with a workshop in it. So this is the start of a great thing, I would say. And what I'm thinking about doing is, if there is one thing this area here is missing, it's the color green. So my thinking is, buy these fields around here and turn them into a what is the name, a great green wall, if that's what we can call it. So have a wall of trees to like make this area green. Like, that's the thinking. So we have this area here and this big wall to kind of protect. But instead what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking about reclaiming the land instead of just passively having a wall and letting the dunes do whatever they want here. And to do that we need a lot of money. So the initial step I had was, let's make a production in this area. So it's gonna go in steps. The first thing I'm thinking about is having some production greenhouses in this area, and that will allow us to have wood production. I didn't know I had this mod actually. That's nice. That will allow us to have passive income. Okay. So this is the same mod as this one. Okay. So my thinking is to have these a couple of these greenhouses in here. So we can have passive income and also start bankrolling our goal of buying these lands and starting the green wall. So it's going to be in steps. And the other thing is, I need to get a wheel loader and start getting rid of some of the sand and moving it out of these fields and maybe shifting it or selling it or doing something with it. So these are the things that I'm gonna do. So what's gonna happen now is, I'm going to save the game and I'm gonna leave. I just installed the mod and I don't like what it's doing with the pricing, because I can't disable it in here. Let me check if I can find any settings for it. Let's check. Precision farming. Units. Okay. No. Seasons. Dirt. AI worker. Enhanced animal system. Dynamic clone. Okay. So let's see how much money I have remaining. Okay. So that's good with the loans. I'm paying off my loans. I might take a loan actually if I can afford it. To start, I can take another 400. That would be. Let's see, what can I do with 400? Let me take a look at the map. 400 would allow me to buy this one and maybe this one too. No, I don't know. My math skills are bad, but they are not that bad. This one, and that's it. That's the only one I can take, and then I can take any loans. I think we can take that. So, and the way this will work, in my head at least, is we will make these forests like in these areas, and maybe we can grow into this area down the line or something, but we can make these forests and then we can let's say I have all this area as forest, like all of it, so we can take like half of it as lumber and then the other half is for protection. And one other idea I have is one half can stay as forest and the other half will be shrubs or orchards or so olives and grapes and things like that. So they will help with the erosion, but and also being productive. So that's how I'm thinking about approaching this. So maybe I can take a loan and then we can start seeing how much money I can, how much land I can take. Okay, are you sure you can't? Maybe it is the horsepower. Maybe I can do this myself. Yep, this one is not strong enough for this. Okay, so let me just check the horsepower requirement on that. I mean, I have the cheapest harvester in here. So this one is 155 horses. And this one is or requires, I have no clue how much it requires. Let's go to the store and see if I can find it there. That one is one of these, I think. But it doesn't say anything about the requirement. So what we can do there is just, I'm gonna let's see. I have this one, which is 150. Lease this one. Okay. Okay, I think this one works. At least it can move. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this and put it on this one. First waypoint and go. And the reason why I hate this field is the fact that it has like a lot of small corners and things like that with the with buildings around. And this is not just this field, but all the fields in this farm have that issue, or most of them. So it makes automated work a headache. So you might need to babysit that one. Yeah, I think we're safe. I think this is going to be safe. And what I did is I just used smooth corners instead of like sharp ones to make it easier for the AI to move around.